Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. As we get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news that is generally positive and sees good progress in mending the global economy. The US trade deficit in goods and services remained high in April, but it shrank from March as exports rose and imports fell. However, year on year it is higher and it represents a deficit over the prior 12 months of 3.5% of their GDP. A year ago it was 3% of GDP. But neither is a severe imbalance for such a large economy. And the latest April data for job openings records an American labour market on the rise, with many more unfilled positions and a record number of positions awaiting to be filled. Japan announced an upgrade to its first quarter 2021 economic data overnight. Originally it reported a 5.1% annualised rate of shrinkage, but that has now been reduced to a shrinkage at the annual rate of 3.9%, and it turns out domestic demand was better than first estimated. And business conditions in Australia rose to a fresh record high in May, driven by further gains in every key component. But unlike other countries, the prices aspect isn't zooming higher there, not yet at least. And a key aspect in the strong pickup is business investment, a positive sign for productivity there. The Australian economy is now larger than pre-pandemic, and the second quarter of 2021 growth will be strong. The global air cargo trade rose sharply in April. Compared with April 2019, which bypasses the pandemic impact, air cargo volumes were 13% higher in international markets, a remarkable improvement. In the Asia-Pacific region, the rise was 9.2% on the same basis. The spike in prices we saw when stress levels were high seems to have dissipated. And the May global food price rise is the biggest month-on-month gain since October 2010. Sharp increase in May reflected a surge in prices for oils, sugars and cereals, along with firmer meat and dairy prices. And US Treasury 10-year yield starts today down 4 basis points at 1.53%. And the price of gold starts today at $1,893 an ounce, and that's down $4 overnight. Oil prices start today just marginally firmer at just on $69.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is just on $71.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar opens today almost 0.5 cent weaker at just under 72 US cents. Against the Australian dollar, we've fallen to just under 93 Australian cents, and against the euro, we're down to 59.1 euro cents. That means our trade-weighted index starts today at 73.5 and about where it was this time last month. And the Bitcoin price is now at $32,027 and down an eye-catching 10% than this time yesterday. Volatility in the past 24 hours has been extreme at plus or minus 7.7%. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.